Hi folks, in this particular video, today we will discuss the concept of cost. As in an earlier video, we had already discussed as to what the concept of total cost is. So total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. An easy way of remembering the concept of total cost equals to fixed cost plus variable cost, and now you can learn more than 4 formulas. Just dividing it by quantity gives you the average total cost. And what is average total cost? It is the cost per unit of output sold. Same way, fixed cost is again fixed cost divided by quantity. Or the output is giving you the average fixed cost, and variable cost divided by quantity gives you the average variable cost. So you have got formula number 1, total cost equals to fixed plus variable. Total cost divided by quantity gives you the average total cost. Fixed cost divided by quantity is actually average fixed cost, and variable cost divided by quantity gives you the average variable cost, and this gives you number 5 as a formula here. So formula 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 formulas you can just learn at a go. So this is precisely the concept of the costs, and how do we draw these diagrams in case we had to. So let us just go for the next one, that is how to draw these diagrams. So if you were to draw the total fixed cost, before we even think of total fixed cost or the total cost, let's consider what is total fixed cost. Fixed cost is the cost that does not change with the output, and thus fixed cost remains fixed throughout the output. Now, what is variable cost? It is 0 at an output of 0, and thus it starts from the point of origin. This is your total variable cost. This is your total fixed cost. And now naturally, since total cost is equal to variable cost plus the fixed cost, thus at an output of 0, if you were to consider, it starts from fixed cost point. And in other words, total cost is equal to total fixed cost at 0 output. So this is how to draw the total cost curves. Now, how do we draw the average cost curves? It is very simple, and again using analogies, that's what I always do. So if you want to remember how the marginal cost is, and if you remember this tick sign, this is your marginal cost. Now, how do I draw the average cost? So average cost, don't forget to smile, please. But you can see that I'm drawing it halfway here and halfway there. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because marginal cost always cuts the average total cost at its minimum. And this is typically what you may remember, that if you refer to the relation between the marginal cost and average cost, this is pretty much, if the marginal cost is below or is less than average cost, you can see that the average cost curve falls. Yeah, this is what you can see. And if the marginal cost is more than the average cost starts rising. And when the two are equal, it is at this point when average cost is equal to marginal cost, average cost is at its minimum. So this is typically the relation between the costs, average cost and marginal cost, and you may want to remember how to draw it. And now looking at the idea of average variable cost, if you remember in our previous slide we did average total cost was equal to average fixed cost plus average variable cost, right? A fixed cost is a cost that is always fixed, and that is, in other words, if I have to draw the average fixed cost curve, it's like your demand curve. So this is average fixed cost, and as you can see, average fixed cost keeps going down because a fixed number, let's say if the fixed cost was, let's say 50, so if it is divided by output 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, so obviously the average fixed cost keeps going down, but average variable cost to begin with goes down and later increases. And if you see how do I draw this, again, the same principle halfway here, closer on this side and a bit further away from here. Why is it it's getting closer onto this side? Just because the difference between the average total cost and average variable cost is actually the average fixed cost, and average fixed cost keeps going down. So as this goes down, and this is actually increasing the affecting your average total cost. So this is pretty much about the cost curves, and hope it helps you to quickly revise the concepts of cost for yourselves.